Hi, my name is Nicholas Lynn. I'm here with Neuromuscular Fitness Training. One of the things I want to cover right now is a simple setup to make complex exercises easier for you to do. All right, so it's all about how you set up, both with the space that you have, what I often call real estate. How much space do you have in a room in a given area? I often like to lie down a yoga mat, and I like to lay it directly down the center of where I'm going to attach the tubing. So right here I have some resistance tubing. I have two carabiners, and on one handle I also have a wrist and ankle attachment attached with a carabiner. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and attach one end of the tubing just about my shoulder height, and what that allows me to do is now I can use both the handle or the wrist and ankle attachment at the same time. What's nice about having it down the center is now I can quickly transition between exercises by just setting myself up on the mat, whether I'm facing parallel to the mat or if I'm perpendicular to the mat. These are all things that allow me to transition quickly from exercise to exercise. The exercises that we're going to review with this particular program, utilizing the resistance band and tubing, are going to be a standing internal rotation press. So I'm going to demonstrate with one side. So here, with it being just around shoulder height, when my upper arm is parallel to the floor, when I take my arm back, in fact, I'm going to step just a little bit further away so that when I'm in this externally rotated position, that's where there's a decent amount of resistance. And as I rotate my hand down, keeping this arm the same level, I'm not trying to let that move a whole lot, and then rotate back up. So I'm controlling the external, and then I'm rotating right back down. And it's easy because I'm just stepping right in the center of the yoga mat. And from there, I'm going to transition into a shoulder press or a chest press, just pressing forward, nice, slow, and controlled. And so what's nice is then it makes it easier to transition from side to side. As I go to this other side, I can go right to the center of the mat. I've got my arm up. I'm going to this external rotated position to the internal. Again, keeping the upper arm nice and stable. Nice smooth transitions. We'll do a few reps of those and then move into the press. All right. Now, from there, what's nice is now we can go back to being parallel to the tubing. And before I was perpendicular to it, now I want to be parallel. And I want this tubing with my hands in close, that I'm running right line with it. So as I walk away, it's in direct resistance of me walking away, and as I walk back. So we'll do that a few times for these lateral walks. From there, what we're going to do is we're going to step forward. So now I'm stepping this outside foot off the mat in front of the attachment. Then I can take my hands and extend out further, which even accentuates the force and the line of pull that the tubing has on the body. So now it really wants to rotate me back, and I'm countering that rotation. So we can do a peel-off press by pulling the hands back out and holding here, so there's greater rotation force, and then I'm pulling the hands back. So again, the transitions are really nice and easy, because now I can be right in the center of the yoga mat. I keep my hands in close. I can do my lateral walks, creating greater tension, having direct resistance against this movement. From there, I can step out, and then I can push my hands forward. And you'll see that I almost run out of real estate over here because of the wall, but I have just enough space. Okay, from there, then we transition to doing some stuff on the floor. One of the nice things about knowing what your space or your real estate is like, it gives us the chance to customize the plan for you. So here what we're gonna do is you're gonna put your foot through the ankle strap, one foot, and now you're just extending that leg out. So the opposite foot is gonna stay flat on the floor, and then we're bringing that leg up nice and gently, and then back down. Okay, from there we're gonna switch sides, always transitioning nice and controlled. It's during the transitions that people often get hurt. It's when we're not paying attention. And then slowly come back up. When we go out, when we're getting that knee fully extended, we're also trying to get that foot to touch the ground, the back of the leg to touch the ground, working on that hip extension. From there, we simply just slide further away from the attachment, place it around your forearm, and here you're just going to be pulling that hand and arm down to the floor. Here it's almost wanting to pull up because of the line of force, but then as I elevate my hand, now it starts to pull me up and there's no resistance right there, but as I pull back down here, I'm really working a motion of shoulder depression because of the line of force. So then we just switch arms. Again, there's not going to be much resistance here. We're not really concerned about that. We're more concerned with having resistance at the bottom end of the motion, working the shoulder depression and shoulder extension, and then back up again, hardly any resistance, only to about right there does the resistance kick in, and then we're holding. So those will be our 6 exercises that we review and we'll do in today's circuit and for the remainder of the month.